Hi guys, it's Rhea. Welcome back to the channel. Today we will be doing a organizing my binders, setting up for comebacks type of video, as well as a Q&A. We recently, within the last couple of weeks, hit the 1-year anniversary of me posting these videos to YouTube, and so I asked you guys if you had any questions for me, and some of you did, so I will also be answering those as we go through and set up for some things. So today we have AB6, Stray Kids, 17, and Billy to set up for. Billy's comeback has already happened. I just didn't have a chance to set up for it yet because I set up for Pup Bingsu last time, and then all of these comebacks haven't happened yet as of the day that I'm filming. I'm really hoping that I can get this video out to you either today or tomorrow. So today is currently Monday the 3rd of October for me, so that'll tell you if I did that or not. But I think we will just jump into the organizing and then I'll start answering some questions throughout. Here is everything that we have to set up for today. I did go through and make all of the fillers already just because I find that part a bit boring and I would just speed up through it anyway for you guys. So I did that all ahead of time. I think we will start with Stray Kids, I think, because they're the most simple. Okay, so here's my Stray Kids collection. I'm honestly not sure if these fillers that I've made will even fit in this binder, but we'll see. Also, next story video that I do, I actually have this photo card. I saw my friend and she finally had the card she was trading me, so that's really exciting, and Ordinary will finally be finished. But we are moving on to Maxident, which really sounds like a toothpaste. 100% don't mean anything negative by that. I expect this comeback to be absolutely astounding, as Stray Kids always are, but that name just really sounds like a toothpaste to me. Okay, so as of right now, the comeback is in like 4 days, I think, and JYP haven't pulled any jewel case digipack nonsense yet, so right now there are only 4 photo cards to set up for. I caught it. And I'm really hoping that these actually fit in these pages. Okay, cool, they do. These pages have smaller pockets than all my other pages, so I have to use different sleeves for my Stray Kids collection, and it's a whole fuss really, but I have them, so I'm going to use them. But there are only 4 cards as of right now. Okay, so here's the info for Stray Kids. I only saved the picture with the photo cards on it because that's kind of all I care about. So there are 3 different versions. So there's these 2, Tea Crush and something else, and then the limited, and the photo cards will match those concepts, but as kind of the normal way of Stray Kids things, you can pull any of these cards in any album. Nothing's version specific, they just have different sets that they come in, so there's 1 per member for each of those. And then the pre-order, like JYP pre-order stuff, is what they're calling a photo pack. So there's like 1 Polaroid photo card and then some sort of love letter, just terrifying, but I don't know, I personally like to like my idols in platonic ways, but yeah, I'm sure it's just like, hey, thanks for listening to our album or something. But yes, I will also be collecting the Polaroid for Song. I haven't pre-ordered any of these albums, and I don't think I will be able to pre-order any of these albums. Obviously I will get them eventually. I will get at least 1 version of Stray Kids. But yeah, my current game plan is kind of don't pre-order and then just try and get things from Japan when I can in terms of photo cards. That's kind of the game plan right now, just because I don't have as much money, for the lack of a better term, than I used to. So gotta change it up a little bit. So like I honestly, see, this would be perfect if he was in an A5. Maybe I'll just put, I think I'm just gonna put these in the first 4 spots for now, because like, who knows, I don't have any plans to, but I might go through and buy a couple pre-order benefits, not too sure. Like if I was able to get 2 more to fill this out and then leave this for whatever they do next. Yeah, because the most I could make this is 2, and that wouldn't fit. Yeah, so I think it's gonna have to start on its own page, and I think that would just be the plan for now, and we'll see if they release a jewel case or a Kino, if JYP decides randomly they're gonna start doing them. But yeah, that's the current plan for Stray Kids. Okay, so next we can do Billy. They have had their comeback. My Luna cards. They've had their comeback. Village of Perception Chapter 2, which will start off here. And I honestly think this was the album that I was the most saddest that I haven't been able to pre-order or get my hands on yet. I really love Ring My Bell. I did not expect it. I didn't watch the teasers or anything for this album, so I just watched the music video when it dropped and was so shocked, but so pleasantly shocked. I love that song. For the Village of Perception, there are 4 Polaroids, just like there were for Collective Soul and Unconscious, and then there are 6 selfies, which are in the 3 different versions of the album, which actually go this way: Slux, Main, and Kiss. I think. This one is like the light concept. If I grab up my template, so if I'm right, which I'm pretty sure I am, these 2 are Lux, these 2 are Main, and these 2 are Kiss. And because these 2 are different, like they're a lot lighter and white compared to the other ones, I'm going to separate them onto their own page, but they're just going to kind of chill alone for right now. It's because everything else goes together a lot nicer, which is funny because these are my favorite. But that's going to be how we're going to set them up. And then I think because there are 6 selfies and 4 Polaroids, I'm going to put the Polaroids first, because I'd rather keep all 4 of them together on the one page, where I'd have to split them if I put them after the selfies. Yeah, the first question that I got is, what is your main job? I think I might have possibly mentioned it on here before, I'm not sure. I work in retail right now. That is most definitely not my end goal and where I see my future. It is totally fine if you do see your future in retail. I personally just don't. My goal is to become a tattoo artist, and I'm currently working full-time in my retail job, but only temporary full-time. So once that finishes early next year, I'm hoping to really get into working on my portfolio. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that when I unboxed the Collective Soul and Unconscious, because I was talking about how much I love the backs of these cards and how they remind me of like what would be a really gorgeous tattoo style. But yeah, currently work in retail, clothing retail. And then I also got, how do you budget for PCs and collecting? I really wish that I could give you a better answer than this, but I don't. I've honestly been a little bit too reckless with my money when it comes to buying photo cards. I have never budgeted for anything. I'm starting to do that now that I bought my car, and I literally don't have the money to be dropping on photo cards like I used to. So I'm kind of, so I guess you could say that me not pre-ordering albums and just trying to get them from Japan or from other ways where I can get the album with my biases photo cards guaranteed. That's kind of one way that I guess I'm budgeting. But in terms of what I was doing up until like just over a month ago when I got my car, I was literally just like spending so much, just really willy-nilly on photo cards, which I definitely don't recommend. It's not the smartest thing, as much as we all love photo cards and we love that serotonin. Think about your bank account, please. So I definitely could have gotten my car a lot sooner and not been kind of on struggle street like I am right now if I hadn't done that. I currently live at home with my parents. I'm only 24. I don't have a lot of living expenses. So that's definitely been a big factor into me having the money that I've had to spend on photo cards as recklessly as I have in the past. But yeah, definitely do not prioritize photo cards over saving and over things that you need for sure. I've definitely learnt that, which is why I think videos have been a little bit scarcer. I've kind of only been doing storing videos because like I'm not buying as many albums to unbox, and then any packages that I'm getting from Japan have had like less than 10 things in them, and that's not really a very fun video. And so I've been trying to really think about what kind of content I can make for you guys. I wanted to start making studio vlogs for like my drawing and my art and my business that I run, but I also feel like that doesn't really fit on this channel. If I were to do that, I would start a whole channel for it, and then also with me working full-time, I don't have the most time for that. But yeah, if you have any ideas on kinds of videos that I can make for you guys, please let me know, because I love to do these. So yeah, that's Billy. And as per tradition, here is my creaky AB6 binder. I have barely gotten any cards in for Saviour, but they are having another comeback. And I'm also pretty sure I did get these wrong last time, so let me fix them. I just don't know why the soft ones would have the black ID. Like, that seems not the smartest to me. But anyway. So AB6 are having a comeback with Take a Chance. Honestly, ignore whatever pages I'm using. I know that they're not matching pages. I'm just kind of using what I have right now. Okay, and then here's the info with the photo cards. This album has like a stand as a part of the album, which is honestly terrifying to me, but anyway, the design looks awesome, but that is so terrifying. In terms of photo cards, it's pretty standard AB6. So they are double-sided photo cards, which are like your selfie equivalent, and then there is a unit photo card per version. So 2 of these, or 1 of these, is what I'm going to be collecting per version, if that kind of makes sense. Well, no, 4 of these, I guess you would say. So like 2 ungs, 2 ujins, and then the unit that is ung ujin, 2 ungs, 2 ujins, the unit that is ung ujin. And then they also have a platform version, so there is a different platform per album version, and then so there's a PVC card per member and a selfie card per member, so there'll be 8 cards I'll be collecting for the platform version. Okay, one of my neighbors is like, I want to say he's trimming a hedge is what I think he's doing, and I really thought that he'd stopped, so I started filming and he's doing it again. So I really hope that you can't hear too much. So another question that I got is how much has my collection changed since I first started my channel? And it's changed so much. With my last storing video, when I was going through and adding all the timestamps so that you guys can flip between groups, the sheer amount of groups that I had to make timestamps for was wild to me. Like, I can see my binders and I can see my collections, but it really didn't feel like I collect that many groups. When I first started my YouTube channel, I had an almost complete Vernon collection. And then one of my first videos on my channel is setting up to collect Kevin and Jacob from The Boys. So I just started collecting them. I just started collecting Dino. I just added him onto my 17 collection, and I collected Tonla of Dream, and I collected Wavy's Yang Yang. That was the entirety of my collection when this channel started, and it's definitely expanded from there. Okay, so as I did with A2B, I'm only making fillers for Ung's cards, and then we'll just know that Utin's cards will mirror his layout. So we will have 1 page of no, so that's gonna be a 5, and I hate 5s. Okay, I think I might mix all the selfies together and then mix the platform PVC PCs with the unit PCs, and then I'll most likely end up getting a couple of pre-order benefits, and then that'll fill it in, I think will be the plan. Okay, so these are 2 different questions that I got, but I'm gonna combine them into or one answer, because they kind of go hand in hand, is who was the first idol that you collected, which I did kind of just answer in my last question, and what made you start collecting, or what made you want to start collecting. The first idol that I collected was Vernon. I'd had his Korean album collection almost finished before I started my channel, and I'd moved on to wanting to collect all of his non-album stuff, all of his concert sets, all of that, which I still collect to this day, and I don't see myself dropping anytime soon. Okay, now I've changed my mind. I'm pretty sure I can put all the sugar things on one page, I think. Unless I'm losing my mind. Like, me setting up only for does say fillers, but it also really confuses me. Okay, unit in the center. And then what made me want to start collecting? YouTube. I would go on YouTube and I would watch everyone's favorite K-pop collectors. I would watch Katie, I would watch Carolyn, and I would watch Brad, and I would see everyone's really awesome collections, and that really made me want to collect. And Vernon was my alt at the time, and kind of the only person I was really interested in collecting. So I picked up his collection, and I really enjoyed like setting up the collection and like working on the layouts and like making it look all really pretty. I do have a degree in graphic design, so that was probably a part of it. I really just enjoyed laying out all my pages and everything, which also made me want to share my collection with you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy my videos and like watching my collection grow. Okay, what is the most difficult aspect of collecting PCs? Probably the restraint to not buy them all at once. I think like obviously there are some cards, especially when you collect 17, like Teenage and Boys B and things, that are always gonna be really hard to find for good prices. So that's also frustrating, but especially when I pick up a new collection, I find it so hard to not just want to buy every single photo card that I see. And so I'm really trying to teach myself to pace myself when it comes to collecting. It's also just a lot more fun that way, I think. Like, yeah, it's really satisfying to have a full collection, but I also really enjoy just slowly chipping away at collection. There's actually, I was gonna say one or two, there's one collection that I haven't shared on my channel, and it's an idol that I just collect on the side. I don't collect him super seriously, but then whenever I get photo cards for him, I just open them and I get to store them straight away. I don't have to wait for a storing video, and like that kind of like relaxing collection I've really been enjoying. Not that I don't also enjoy filming storing videos for you guys, but obviously, but that collection has really helped me see that I definitely enjoy the process of collecting more than I enjoy having a finished collection, if that makes sense. But yeah, this will be the layout for AB6. So the unit cards will be in the center for the different concepts, then the double-sided PCs will be in the four corners, and the platform PCs will be in the like center for, so the back will like crisscross. Also, the teasers for this album are so cute. Oh my god, have you seen them? Look how cute they are. When the music video comes out tomorrow, well, like, and the album comes out tomorrow, on the day that I'm filming this, but I'm so excited. Just like look at them, they look so good. Oh my god, you can't even see them. Hold on. You cannot see Ujin's whole face. There we go. Oh, there we. I am so excited. Okay, so here is my 17 Japanese binder because they are having a Japanese comeback. The album is called Dream and it has 10,000 million PCs. Which is exciting. I always love having more 17 to collect. So, okay, so another question I can answer kind of quickly is where do you buy your albums from? In terms of pre-orders, the places that usually do pre-order benefits, I really enjoy ordering from MakeStar. They usually do holo pre-order benefits, which are so cute every time. But their shipping directly from them to Australia is also super fair, in my opinion. It's not cheap because nothing's ever cheap, but compared to other places, I find their shipping to actually be really good, and their stuff is always really well packaged. So I really enjoy ordering from Makestar. In terms of places in Australia for online things, K-pop Time would probably be my favorite. As per, like, if you went into the city in Sydney, or I guess any city in your state that has K-pop shops, buying in person is always more expensive, and K-pop Time's prices also kind of reflect that. You kind of have to factor in the fact that they've already paid for the international shipping, and then they kind of add that onto the price of the album. So like seeing $50 Australian as the price for one album is pretty common from places within Australia. But I also do like OKBit. They have albums from Soundwave and from Music Art. Those are the ones that I've ordered from, but I think they might have other places. Okay, so here is Dream. There are seven different versions. Because yay. So for some reason the standard version is version E. Not sure. I just screenshotted the sections that had the photo cards because, again, that's what we're interested in today. And these are Japanese albums. They really don't come with more than that. So this is the limited A version, the ones with the white back. That's kind of how I've like labeled them. I've just written like so the G one has a teal back, and that's kind of just how I've labeled it for myself. So since there are 7 versions, there'll be one version that I will collect my top 4 for, and then there will be one everything else, and then everything else will just be Vernon and June as per usual. June's are looking extra fantastic, which means that I'm terrified for his prices, but up for the challenge. So we have version A, we have version B, which has, so this one's like a white back with black writing, and this one's like a really, really, really light blue black back with blue writing. Wow, that's really hard to say. And then C is the pink one, the absolute hardest to collect besides the carrot version, and probably whatever the flash price version means. Is that what it was called? Yeah, I have no idea what that means, but that's a thing. And this is limited D, so it has a black back. Again, looks like an absolute top tier card. This is version E, which is the standard, and probably the one I'll collect my top 4 for, because the standard is usually just the easiest to collect. This is F, which is the flash price version. I don't know what that means. That's what it's listed as on Weverse Japan. Genuinely couldn't tell you. It is cheaper than the other ones, but like I don't know. There's that one. And then this is the carrot version, which is photo card G, which is teal on the back again. Which I guess also answers another question. I got the question of everyone who you collect, who do you think is the best selfie taker? Definitely June. Like, June just takes fantastic selfies. I feel like he definitely really knows his angles, and a lot of his selfies are just so cute. So I would definitely say June is the best selfie taker that I collect. So there are a couple that like match each other. So like this one, like the standard version is half blue, half white, and then like the blue one and the white one, they look the same. Like it's also like this one and this one and this one all look the same, which means that I'll have to keep them together until, okay, we'll figure it out. Okay, so I was asked, was Vernon my first 17 bias? And yes, he was. Before I knew who 17 were, I knew who Vernon was. In terms of like their entire like career since debut, I think it's kind of fair to say that I haven't stanned them super long. I stan them from during home run promotions, and so Vernon was always someone that I was aware of, and I knew that his group was 17, but I never looked into them until home run promotions. I knew Mutton's Hair, and I knew some of their older songs and they were on my playlist, but I'd never been like, oh yeah, I really want to look into this group further, which absolute worst decision ever. But yeah, Vernon was my first 17 bias. I was also asked what is my favorite Vernon photo card, and it's this one. It is his ribbon back card from Meet If You Make My Day, and it is this one. I feel like this is probably a lot of Vernon collectors' favorite Vernon card. He smiled in a couple of cards from Face the Sun, but Smiley Vernon is very rare to come by. And this one is so adorable. So is his logo back of this version. He's smiling in both of them. They're some of my favorites, and I really did love You Make My Day for him, and I loved this hair. Yeah, I think of You Make My Day very, very, very fondly. Okay, so the first page is going to be the standard, because that is going to be the top 4 set. It's definitely going to have to be one of the 3 that match. So E, B, or F. Probably not F, because that's whatever the flash price one is, and I don't understand that. So I feel like that might be hard to collect because I don't know what it is. So I've written half because it's the like half back is what that first page is going to be. And then I think we'll put the rest of the ones that match. So that is B and F. So I'm just going to put these in all of June's slots. If you don't know how I lay out this binder, I kind of crisscross them. So like June is up here on the left here, but then he'll be on the right in the second row. Okay, and then I feel like I don't know which one of these will actually like look good together, because the pink one is definitely the outlier. It's gonna be the cutest one, but it's not gonna match anything. Probably the pink one in the carrot version, I guess. The like tealy background, because we have, I would love it if these would stay on my fillers, but they just won't. So we have A, C, D, and G. So white, black, and teal. Okay, so the white and the black ones, so A and D, they both have white backgrounds. So I think I'll put them together, and then I will put the carrot version with the teal and then the pink one, C, together. So like no color and then color. Okay, and then this is going to be my setup for 17's Dream. I definitely can't just say Dream because I also collect Dream. But this is 17's album Dream. And that's actually quite a lot to collect. I didn't realize until I started filming this and like writing out the fillers that there would be an odd number of cards, which means that I can collect a top 4 set. I'd originally planned right before, I also have this on the way and that's very exciting. I planned right before Nyokyo wasn't able to purchase from Mercari anymore. I'd set out an entire Japanese collection for my top 4, just like I have their Korean collection. And then when the whole Mercari thing happened, I brought back that planning to just Vernon June, and then kind of like twice collectors do when like twice sets don't fit a page, they do an OT9 set. I was gonna do a top 4 set. Like I am doing a top 4 set for any sets like 24 hour, but there's 5 PCs per member for 24 hour, so the odd one will be a full page of my top 4. So I was really excited when I realized that I'll be able to do that for Dream, because I love Dino and Uti and I want more PCs of them too. So but thank you so much for watching this video. If you are someone who asked me questions, thank you so much. I really hope that you enjoyed watching. I hope I answered your questions well, maybe. Please stay safe, and I'll see you in my next video.
Oh, no. My knees is...
Your knees?
Lag.